What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ravi Wadden, and in today's video, I want to talk about an incredible lease deal that we have on DriveMatch.com on a 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450e 4MATIC. Now, this is a plug-in hybrid model that gets an all-electric range of 49 miles, and then you have the gas motor to cover you for longer drives and longer distances. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with DriveMatch.com, it's a company that I co-founded where you can get pre-negotiated lease deals, and we've negotiated these lease deals to a rock bottom price, and this saves you time, saves you money, and gives you peace of mind. So what we'll do in this video is we'll head over to DriveMatch.com and we'll kind of dissect this lease deal in detail. We'll talk about the monthly payment, we'll talk about the due at signing amount, we'll talk about any taxes that you might have to pay on rebates, we'll talk about the registration fees. And we'll talk about all the other little itty bitty details so that you'll get all of your questions answered, whether you're shopping for this lease or another lease. And then what we'll do in the second part of this video is we'll run my 1.25% rule of leasing on this GLE 4MATIC. And then in the third part of this video, we'll compare the monthly finance payment to the monthly lease payment, and I'll show you why leasing this GLE 450e, is a much better financial decision than financing this Mercedes with the same down payment. So if that sounds good to you, please be sure to like this video and please be sure to follow. And with that, let's go ahead and jump into the computer behind me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are on DriveMatch.com. We'll just go ahead and click on available deals and we'll scroll down and you can see right here we have a 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450e 4MATIC. Let me make that a little bit bigger. And as you can see here, the monthly payment on this car is $731 a month plus sales tax, and depending on where you live, that might be 8, 9, or 10%. It's a 24-month lease, but you can adjust this to 36 months or longer if you choose to do so. And the total due at signing is $3,000, and this is your total out of pocket. Now, a lot of times when you see $3,000 due at signing on national lease ads, that is not factoring in taxes and fees, but our due at signing amount on DriveMatch.com includes all taxes and all fees. So this is your total out of pocket amount. And as you can see here, the discount on this car is 13.5%, which is really, really aggressive. And if you were to shop for this vehicle on your own, getting 13.5% is extremely rare and extremely difficult. And as you can see here, this is for 7,500 miles a year. But as you'll see later in this video, you can adjust that, and the monthly payment does go up slightly, but you can get 10, 12, 15, or 20,000 miles a year. Now, if I want to see more details, I'll click into the car. And what I'll do is click on more details, but before that, you'll see that the MSRP on this car is roughly $74,000, and we have 2 units available, and the MSRP on this Twilight Blue Metallic one is roughly $77,000. Now, if we click on more details, you'll see that the interior color is this Bahia Brown Black. The vehicle is located in California, and it's only available for California residents. You'll see that this is a new car, so it's not a demo. And with vehicle notes, you'll see that to get this price, it requires AAA, Sam's Club, or a fleet discount. And a fleet discount in this case is if you work for one of the big corporations, you'll get a fleet discount. And if you have an existing AAA or a Sam's Club membership, you'll also get that discount, and it's $500. And if you're also a member of organizations like the American Dental Association, American Bar Association, or the American Medical Association, you'll also essentially qualify for this rebate, an additional $500. And these rebates are not stackable, just to let you guys know. And if you guys are located in California, you can have this car shipped to wherever you're located, and we will take care of the shipping. We won't pay for the shipping, but we will organize the shipping on your behalf. And you can also pick up this car in person for free for no cost at all. Now, if we go ahead and customize this deal, you'll see that it brings up this window on the right-hand side, and this is where you can customize the deal. And, we built out these features based on feedback from all of you. Now, as you can see here, the 24-month lease term, the monthly payment is $812 a month, and this is with sales tax included based on the zip code that I'm using, which is 90001. And as you can see here, I can go to 36 months, but the monthly payment goes up to $858. I can also do a 42-month lease. The monthly payment is $831. And if I do a 48-month lease, the payment drops down to $794. But for purposes of this video, we'll keep it at 24 months. Now, as you can see here, this lease is based on 7,500 annual miles. But you can do 10,000 miles, 12,000 miles, 15,000 miles, or 20,000 miles a year, and the payment will automatically adjust. And just to let you guys know, if you know you drive 10, 12, 15, or 20,000 miles a year, it's much cheaper to get this mileage up front rather than pay the excess mileage penalty. Now, for those of you that qualify for loyalty, you'll get an additional $3,000 here. And all you have to do on DriveMatch is just select I qualify and the payment will automatically adjust. So if I click on I qualify, you'll see that the payment goes down to $707 a month. Now for now, I'm not going to select qualify because I'm assuming most of you watching do not qualify for the loyalty rebate. So we'll uncheck that box. And the cool thing here is that you can dynamically adjust. Let me get rid of this lower toolbar. And the cool thing here is you can dynamically adjust the due at signing amount on DriveMatch. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this $3,000 includes all the taxes on rebates. It includes your registration fees, dealer fees, and any other miscellaneous fees that the dealer or the vendor has. And what you can do is dynamically adjust this. So as you can see, you can get this Mercedes for just $200 due at signing. So your total out of pocket is just $200. And what we do is we roll the rest of that due at signing amount into the monthly payment. So you can see the monthly payment increases to $980 a month. And if I go back to $3,000, you'll see that the payment decreases to $846 a month. So if you choose to just put $200 down, you can do so. And it really, really helps customize this deal. And I know a lot of you don't want to put that much money down. So at $200, this is a fantastic lease deal. So in a hypothetical situation, if I have this vehicle spec'd out like I want it, so I have the correct lease term selected, I have my yearly mileage to where I want it, I selected all the rebates that I qualify for, and I have the total due at signing at a spot where I want it, $200. All I have to do is click on Save Deal and View Breakdown, and it will redirect you to the next page. And on the next page, what you're going to do is just kind of confirm and review the deal terms. Now you'll see it's a 24-month lease that allows for 10,000 miles a year. You just want to kind of, go over all of the options list, the exterior color, interior color, the term, the mileage. You'll see that the residual is listed here too. So the residual on this is 63%, which in other words means you can buy this GLE at the end of the lease term for $46,000. You have your pre-tax monthly payment listed here. You have your sales tax listed here. And then you have your final monthly payment listed here post-tax. And then you have an estimated shipping fee based on my zip code of 90001 of $500. And you have a disposition fee of $595, which is due at the end of the lease term. And you just have to click this box that says, I have reviewed the deal terms, understand the commitment, and I'm ready to proceed to the next step. You just click on the next step, and you just want to verify your personal information and go ahead and check these boxes, and it will take you to payment details, and that's how you can lock in this GLE lease deal. Now, one of the things I do want to mention to you all is that we do operate on a first come, first served basis. So as you can see, we have 2 of these units available, and sometimes demand for these particular units can be extremely high. So we operate on a first come, first served basis. And that's why I tell people that if you're shopping for a car on DriveMatch.com, I think it's really, really important to check inventory every single day, especially if you're serious about getting a car, because these rebates and these discounts are extremely aggressive. And if you've been shopping for this particular car, you know that this is an extremely, extremely good deal. Now, really quickly, in this part of the video, what I want to do is run my 1.25% rule of leasing on this GLE. So what we'll do with 1.25% rule of leasing is we'll run a quick calculation. And anytime you get a number under 1.5%, that's a good lease deal. If you get a number under 1.25%, that's a great lease deal. And if you get a number under 1%, that's an amazing lease deal. So let's go ahead and run the numbers on this GLE. And if you get a number, over 1.5%, that's typically a lease deal that I would stay away from. Not all the time. It depends on what you think the anticipated depreciation is on that vehicle, but most of the time 1.5% or higher, I typically stay away from. And in that circumstance, maybe financing that particular vehicle makes more sense. So what we'll do is we'll just take the standard $3,000 that's due at signing, and we'll subtract the monthly payment of $846 since that's included in the due at signing amount, and that gives us $2,154. Then we'll divide this by 24 since it's a 24-month lease, and that gives us $89, and then we'll add the monthly payment of $846 back in. And since this $846 includes sales tax, I don't need to multiply it by 1.1, and the effective monthly payment with all fees rolled in, so registration fee, acquisition fee, all taxes on rebates, everything rolled in, the effective monthly payment is $935.75. If you multiply this by 24, that would be, the total cost of the lease. But anyways, what we're going to do is we'll divide this effective monthly payment by this vehicle's MSRP, which is roughly $74,000, and we'll multiply this by 100 to make it a percentage. And when you do that, you get 1.26%. Now, so ladies and gentlemen, this is a lease deal that comes in at 1.26% on a 2025 Mercedes-Benz GLE 450e. This car is highly desirable. It's in demand. It's a plug-in hybrid. It gets almost 50 miles of all-electric range, and you're getting this car for 1.26%, and you're getting a 13.5% discount from the dealer. So in my opinion, this is a great lease deal in terms of value. It falls, right at that 1.25% mark for a car that's very, very desirable. And that's why I love DriveMatch.com, and that's why we created this platform so that consumers could come and not have to haggle with the dealer. They know they're getting a good deal. They know they're getting a great deal, and they get a car that they love, and it can be delivered to your driveway if you choose to do so. And now really quickly, what I want to do is compare the monthly lease payment to the monthly finance payment. So as you can see here, with $3,000 down, the monthly lease payment is $846 a month. And that $3,000 is inclusive of all acquisition fee, taxes, everything. Now, if we were to finance this car, assuming the same discount of 13.5%, I use the standard finance rates on the DriveMatch calculator. And this, if you haven't used the DriveMatch calculator, it's tremendous if you're shopping for a car, because all I did is enter the zip code, I entered the vehicle information, and it pulls the actual finance program. So right now, Mercedes is offering 7.24% on this particular car, on the 450e. You can see that the finance rebates, there's not many rebates available. It's two essentially loyalty rebates and a courtesy vehicle program rebate, which this car does not qualify for. I used a dealer fee of $500, which is kind of standard, and title registration fees of $1,500. And I used a down payment of $3,000, as you can see here. And the monthly payment on this Mercedes, if you look over here on the right-hand side, is $1,172 with the same $3,000 down. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why, leasing this particular car makes a lot of sense. You're saving roughly $326 a month, and over the course of 24 months, you're saving $7,824. And remember, when you lease this car, you do have the option to buy this car at the end of the lease term if you choose to do so. So if you feel like, with your lease, you've already put so much money into this car and you want to keep it long term, you don't want to lease another car, you just want to pay it off, you can do so. You can buy this car for the residual value at the end of the lease term. And as you can see here, the residual value is 63% or $46,000. So essentially, you can buy this car at the end of the lease term for $46,000. As a matter of fact, you could buy this car at any time during the lease program or during your lease duration. And with leasing, you'll get the $7,500 EV tax credit. You'll get even more rebates. It just depends on what you want to do, but I think leasing this car makes a lot of financial sense. And just to let you guys know, we will eventually in the coming days have hundreds, if not thousands, of these types of pre-negotiated lease deals on DriveMatch.com. And, we take a lot of pride in DriveMatch.com. I take a lot of pride in it. And I'm proud to be one of the co-founders of this company and really, letting you guys access these amazing lease deals. I wish when I was hacking lease deals many years ago, I had a service like this. It would have saved me a lot of time and saved me a lot of headache. But if you guys have any questions about car leasing, about DriveMatch, or questions about this GLE 450e lease deal, let me know in the comment section below. But with that, I'm going to call it a video. Thank you all for watching. Financial knowledge is power. Please like and follow for more.